You're listening to the smartest guys in marketing, the best show on the planet for client businesses to learn about traffic, funnels, sales, conversions, and marketing coolness. Chris and Taylor are the founders of Traffic and Funnels, a digital marketing consultancy helping you get paid clients from cold traffic daily. Now, here are your hosts, Chris and Taylor.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Smartest Guys in Marketing podcast. Here with your hosts, Chris Evans and Taylor Welch. What's up, my man? You just had a birthday.
I'm old, man.
Everybody wish Taylor happy birthday.
I'm so old.
Number. Get your pen out. I'm gonna give you a cell phone number.
Dude, I used to be really weird about the age thing, where people would ask me how old I am and I wouldn't tell them because I was like embarrassed that I was young, you know. And then people like wouldn't respect me, maybe because I was young. They're like, "Oh, I've had so much life experience." They're like, "Oh, I have so much more life experience." But then something changed like a year and a half ago. I was like, you know what? I could like buy you as a person. So it doesn't matter how old I am. Like, I'm better than you.
I just don't know how to respond to that.
So then I started, not being embarrassed by my age. And I was like, why? I literally am so much more talented than you are. Why wouldn't you want to learn from someone who's young and better? I mean, I'm going to tell the whole world. People are like, all right, this is the most humble man on the planet. I'm sort of kidding.
The most humble guys in marketing.
I'm half kidding. What are we talking about today?
We're talking about common pitfall problems that plague successful businesses.
Ooh, snap.
Common pitfall problems that plague successful businesses.
That's a tongue twister.
I know.
Why are we talking about this?
Because nobody else is. And we hit a lot of pitfalls ourselves. We want to help the good folks and the smartest guys in marketing land.
Yeah, I think sometimes people have this idea that once I'm about to just divide the audience in half. Half of you are going to love this, half of you are going to hate me and probably unsubscribe. But do a little self-assessment. If you think when I just get to XYZ, then things will get easier. If you've ever thought that, go ahead and just raise your hands, unless you're driving. Then raise both hands. If you've ever thought that, then let me tell you something. You're probably going to fail. You're probably going to hit a lot of these pitfalls. Because when you get successful, when you hit pay dirt, things actually get more difficult. So we've taken a lot of clients, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clients, from struggling and not knowing what they're doing to having a considerable measure of success, income, reputation, status, prestige,
happiness,
all of these things. Yeah. And what we found is that the problems that you deal with when you're poor are actually kind of like not as big of a deal as the problems that you're going to deal with when you start getting the income coming in. It doesn't feel like that maybe right now. If it doesn't feel like that to you right now, you need to book a call with us because you're probably poor. But once you get to this level, we're going to talk to you about in this episode how to keep the success that you've generated, how to hang on to the momentum that you've got. Does that make sense?
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of experts take, they'll take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, maybe
or
2
5
steps forward,
back.
3 steps back. Yeah, and so we want to help you to avoid that. So can we jump right in here?
Yes.
Some people, experts, they take it as a normalcy to have their client income being from 1 or 2 clients, and it's unequal. It's disproportionate.
Proportionate. Papyrus.
And I know that I was there in the past. You've been there.
Me too. Yep.
And it's extremely unhealthy. And it's a massive pitfall that people fall into because they don't have the right systems put in place in their business.
Right. So basically rephrasing that is, if you have majority of your income coming from one channel or one person, or maybe 2 channels or 2 clients, then you're probably in a dangerous spot. I remember my biggest client all of a sudden lost his mind. This is a true story. And he just started getting super needy. This is when I was doing freelance copywriting. At the beginning, this was like the first 6 months of me doing freelance. I had one retainer and the rest were all odd jobs. Well, I lost the retainer. So my income went all the way back to basically zero. And the next project, I was just freaking out. I won't tell any names because Chris, you would remember this. But my next client, I basically did what I was doing for this other retainer. He was paying me $2,800 a month. I did the same thing for like $400 because I just like needed money. Mm-hmm. That's a dangerous spot to be in. No control. Yeah. So don't suffer that. Don't let yourself get stuck there.
Yep.
What's next?
Grow their businesses to bankruptcy.
Ooh, let me talk about this one. How is that possible? How can you grow your business to bankruptcy? More sales. Who is it that said sales cure all? Damon John. I think that's what he said. He's a smart man, but he's like just bluffing. That's just a headline. Sales do not cure all, because what we've seen is a lot of businesses, we can get them sales. That's not an issue. What was it we told a mastermind client yesterday? Getting to $250K a month is easy. It is not as hard as people think. What is difficult is keeping $250K a month and then staying at that level and not dying.
Yeah.
So this is one of those things where it's like, once you get going and you start getting sales come in, if you don't have a process and a system to remove yourself as the bottleneck from that, and also to not spend all that cash, you're going to go bankrupt. And you can be a rich, poor person. What does rich, poor mean? It means you're making all this money, but you can't spend any of it because it's all gone. This is one of the worst feelings in the world. We've been there so many times. We're like, we just made $480,000 this month. Like, why don't we have any money? Like, what's going on? And it's rich, poor. It's where you don't have processes to control that revenue, where that's going, the capital allocation of it, and therefore you don't have any money. One of our good friends last year lost $1 million in his bank account. This is a guy who's doing $22 million a year. He lost $1 million. That's because he's rich poor basically right now, where it's like he's still trying to figure out where the money's going to go and how all that works. Does that make sense?
Yeah. A lot of people go through this, and I imagine there's quite a few people who are listening to this podcast episode and they're like, yeah, right. Okay, guys. And if you are that person, you probably aren't doing anything right now with your life. For the people who are struggling, you should definitely connect with us, because we've been through this and we've helped a lot of people avoid these pitfalls that are extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
And it's a skill, dude. It's a skill to manage. Obviously, you have to have the skill to go out and acquire $100,000 a month consistently. But to manage that process consistently, it's a whole different ball game. Whole different ball game. You want to hit number 3?
Let's take a commercial break real fast.
Okay.
This is a timeout, because people may be like, "Wow, guys, you guys are like calling me names and stuff, and you're kind of hurting my feelings, and you basically called me poor." What's going on? There's something in the water. So you guys may notice this. Can I just do a little teaching on like some marketing stuff real fast?
Yeah.
Is that okay? One of the things that Chris and I, we've been polling our audience. We've been doing surveys. We've been asking a lot of people, hey, what do you need? What can we add more value? And overwhelming majority of people said, I would like to be kicked in the ass more. I was like, okay, well, we know how to kick people in the ass. We're very good at kicking people in the asses. So one of the things is there's a lot. I just think that there's a lack in the industry of people telling it like it is. And when we first started out, we were very hardcore. We were very much like up yours, grow up, blah blah blah. But then as you grow and you build a bigger platform, sometimes the temptation can be, well, we got to make everybody happy. We got to, kind of. But the truth is, we want a portion of you to really like us and get results, and we want a portion of you to be really offended and bye-bye. That's okay. Who cares? So we're more interested in you getting results from this than in you you liking us. So that's why Chris is calling you dirty names and being abrasive right now. Just want to let you guys know.
Yep.
All right. So number one, you've got
It's not allowed though.
You've got a teeter-totter empire. You've got disproportionate income from one or two clients. Somebody say teeter-totter.
Teeter-totter.
Teeter-totter, teeter-totter, teeter-totter. This one's fun. If you didn't say teeter-totter, you're not following instructions.
You're bad.
You're a dirty person. Okay. Number two, you don't have control of your cash. You're not using leverage. You're not using process on the back end. You're going to grow your business to bankruptcy. Number three, this is the biggest one, hubris. Look,
Hubris.
what's the biggest detriment to future success?
Past wins. Past
success. Because it makes you arrogant. It makes you arrogant. It makes you think that everything you touch is going to turn to gold. Look, unless your name is Midas, which if it is, I'm sorry. Your parents probably didn't love you. But unless your name is Midas and you got that Midas touch, everything you touch is not going to turn to gold. You're going to have to work for it. We fall into this every freaking 3 months. It's crazy. I don't know what happens to us. We're like, oh, we're just geniuses. We're just brilliant. We're just the best in the world. Nobody can touch us. Nobody's else. We're the smartest guys in marketing. And then all of a sudden, it's like we forget that we have to earn it. And we launch a funnel that sucks because we just put it together in 10 minutes. And we got to remember.
Do these people not know that we are the smartest guys when they opt into this funnel?
Like, I don't even know why we're being this honest right now. It's just coming out of me. I just feel compelled.
Just let it ooze.
To tell people our dirty secrets. But
now,
hubris.
how many middle-aged white men have we talked to from Concord? No, just kidding. You remember that episode? How many middle-aged white men?
That was out of line. That was out of line, man.
Who they had a win like in
You're a racist.
They had a win in 1997, where they made like $100,000 in a month. And they're on the phone with us or our team to get help. And their ego from those past wins gets in the way for where they want to go. Like, they become all alpha and stuff. And like, they're like the baddest ass in the world. And they can't see past their own stupidity, arrogance, ego to reach out, humble themselves, and get help from, young dudes. We're just young pups over here.
Well, dude, it's so good because I think that this is the reason we've kept growing so fast is we're like, somebody else teach us something. Like there's stuff we don't know. And it's true. People will get to, the freaking worst applications we get are people who are making like 60 grand a month. Because they think that they literally built the foundations of the world and control it all. And it's like, we don't go around like tossing numbers around, but we don't want for anything. We have zero financial worries. We probably never will again. We've just built it outright. But we're still like, we just joined a mastermind yesterday, spent 40 grand. We're like, teach us something because we know that there's stuff that we don't know that and I think that this is the cycle that entrepreneurs fall into is like they've made some wins and all of a sudden they think that they are the King Kong of everything,
Yep.
It's a pitfall.
Massive pitfall.
It's a pitfall. Probably the biggest pitfall.
Don't fall in.
If you fall in, just make sure you call help. We'll come save you. Any last words of wisdom from your own? You are a middleman, a middle-aged white man from Concord.
Middleman. No. Just re-listen to this podcast.
Cool. Guys, hop into our Facebook group. There's a lot of wisdom that exchanges hands in that Facebook group. We're turning up the burners on that. We're doing a lot of live streams, doing a lot of content. Just search in Facebook for Smartest Guys in Marketing. You'll find us. Somebody recognized me at Cheddar's the other day. Did I tell you that?
No.
Yeah, they asked me if the guy I was with was Chris. I was like, no. Chris doesn't live here, but okay. It's okay.
Obviously not
Smartest
that
guys.
much of a fan.
SmartestGuysInMarketing.com. Okay, anyways. Anything else?
No,
Adios.
that was a great outro.
See you guys. What's up, everybody? Chris here, and just want to take a minute and say thank you so much for listening to the Smartest Guys in Marketing podcast. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. Please go leave a review on iTunes, whether it's positive or negative. We want to hear your feedback and know what you're thinking and how we can improve. And if you know anybody that needs to hear what we're saying, please share it with them. And the last thing I have to tell you today is if you haven't gotten the monthly memos, jump over there and grab it at trafficandfunnels.com/memos. Here's the deal. The monthly memos is an opportunity for us to download what's happening in our business with our clients. And that's from mindset to marketing to strategy to tactics to traffic to funnels, business operations across the board. We are able to just break down and give to you what's happening. So our journey is to make a big impact. We want to make a massive impact on people's lives. And for us to do that, we're doing things like the monthly memos. We want you to get ahead faster and make a lot less mistakes than what we have made. And I think it's a great medium for you to do that. So jump over there, grab that. The price is ridiculously low, and we did that for a reason, just so there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to jump on there. trafficandfunnels.com/memos. And listen, again, really, really appreciate you guys.